Moving up and down, side to side like a roller coaster.
Now, truth be told, I'm gonna say I'm mostly a support player, so I think my least played role is a position 1, then 3, so I have somewhat of mid experience, though I can't say I'm good at it. My mechanics I think are fine, but generally I don't want to speak about myself. Let's see, I'm gonna explain my thought process behind playing the hero, my alternatives, when I'll gank, if I'll gank, and from there we'll see what's going to happen. Now, most likely I'm gonna have an Invoker mid, which is, I think it's a fine matchup. By the way, I'm gonna destroy these items, or if anyone else wants them, because I want to be fair. So, I'm playing versus an Invoker most likely. I can't say if he's Exhort or if he's Wex. Truth be told, I prefer if he's Exhort, because he can't really crowd control me with a Tornado, EMP, and burn all my mana before I get my level 6. Anyhow, starting items, I want to get as many stats as I want, and well, what I will do is actually push my first creep wave with a Remnant, try to deny him under the tower, try to get somewhat of an XP advantage, and try to kill him probably at level 6. Generally that would be my idea, because Invoker is a hero that doesn't gank and doesn't really jungle that fast, so I have to pressure him in the lane as much as I can. As long as you guys have a hero that has many alternatives, like Storm can jungle, he can push waves, he can gank, and you play versus a hero like Visage or DK or Invoker where his options are limited, then you have the advantage no matter what. It always ends up to mechanics, but as long as you have alternatives, it's just way easier to play the game. So I'm just gonna do I really hope a good try blocking these creeps. Generally, I think I'm not that good. It's going pretty good so far. So my first items is a Null Talisman, and it's gonna be also a healing salve, because I think he's gonna harass me a lot. Yeah, he's a Vex Invoker, he doesn't have regen, so he doesn't have regen, that means okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I really want to push Invoker back, but you know, when you're getting your range creep denied, that's pretty bad. So what I'll try also to do is do some stacks, probably right here. I'm not going to his high ground right now, because he can always harass me. Just remember, he has quite decent regen, so it doesn't really favor me to trade with him. I'm gonna go for level 2 Q. And I'll go for the bottle, which problem I really hope I'm gonna get enough lasses to have it by 4 minutes in. He's going for the range creep, so I'll try to deny him, to attack him. So when somebody's going, especially in a Vil versus middle situation, I think I've said that in a previous video, when somebody's going for the last hit, try to harass him as much as you can. Now, when you like in a ranged matchup, it's a little bit harder to do that. So I'm gonna keep harassing him as much as I can. He doesn't have regen, that's why I'm forcing it. going for the bottle, and even if I lose the rune, he should have harassed me there. That was really bad for me. He should have gone for it. Anyway, if I don't get the 4-minute rune, which most likely I will because I'm gonna push the wave, it's not a big deal because 5 minutes in I'm gonna guarantee to have a bounty. So generally it's also always good to go for bottle to heroes, even if like you're not sure. Let's say for heroes like a Void Spirit or something like that, when you play versus heroes that don't contest runes, like Invoker doesn't really care for rune. So if you like have a Void Spirit, let's say, or Ember Spirit or anything, versus versus a hero, let's say Sniper, who doesn't really care about runes, just you can go for bottle, it's your go time. This is what I would do at least. Now, I lose some time here, but I really don't mind, because I'm gonna stack. Yep, got a little bit unfortunate. He's gonna run for the rune, he knows that, but that means I'm gonna guarantee to get everything here. It's Illusion, it's not the end of the world. Illusion generally good rune. And I'm going for the max Q this game. Why do I do that? Because I want to tag to farm mostly. I don't want to gank since I'm having a really good lane, so no Vortex. I'm gonna stay here, stack one more time, and then I'm gonna grab the bounty. Do I care about this creep wave? Probably I do, but like I'm not really pressured by Invoker. You know, it's not like I'm on time. If I was playing versus Medusa, maybe I would approach the lane way differently, because generally he just wants level and I'm supposed to pressure him more. But right now that's not the case. Probably I want to take this stack when I'm level, when the minute is 7, right? This is where I would like, oh shit. Yeah, he sees me, so... Yep, it's really good. Oh shit, I actually died to that. Wow. I actually forgot about his sticks. That was actually so bad. Can you stack? Can you stack? So even like if I die right here, that's not a problem, because as I said, Storm is a hero that can easily come back, and this is what you want to pick always in the mid lane. Heroes that can always have multiple ways to amplify their farm, like Storm, SF, Lena. This is why these heroes are generally solid picks. Now I'm just gonna wait, actually. I'm just gonna wait for level 7. For minute 7. To get some kind of jungle item. And stack one more time. I actually need someone with me to secure that I'm gonna farm this camp. Yeah, Slark is not having a good lane, but later on Slark is actually fine versus there's a Bristleback. So I really feel like we win this late game. We have tools to catch the Ember, and Bristle is not a problem. That gel is actually crazy. That mango tree is also really good. Usually you want to place mango tree in a way, in my mind, that's gonna provide you as much value as you want. So it's not all about vision, especially when, you know, you pick it up with a hero like Storm, where you need all the mana. So I'm just using my haste to actually place it here. And I'm gonna stack again. And usually I would do that and be AFK jungle. I do that because Invoker is a hero that I won't get punished if I miss out of the lane, right? But if I have any other hero, let's say like a DK who actually pushes my tower, I should always watch the mid lane. For example, he doesn't really pressure the tower yet. If he goes now there, this is where I should be. But as long as he doesn't pressure my tower, I just farm naturally way faster than he does. I should go for treads actually. Treads. Perfect. Treads, I'm gonna get a stick as well. I'm gonna go for Vortex. Yeah. Now it's at this point he can just outlast hit me, so there's no need for me to be there. I should have stacked here, shouldn't have gone to the lane. So my first item is probably, I'm actually between Kaya and Orchid, right? Because Orchid is really good versus Bristle and of course versus Ember. And Ember is going for the physical build, that means there's not going to be duels. I'm gonna push the mid lane, I don't see Invoker, so I can get away with that. Get a rune and try to do something in the map. I'll just cut the wave, so we have the catapult. I'm gonna cut the next wave as well. Can we pressure the mid more, Mirana? Oh shit. And now we get the tower. This is what we call a value kill, boys. You have to like say your support what you do when you feel confident, because as a support I'm gonna say that most of the times we're not really sure if you want to do something, and this is where you as course mid, whatever, you give the call to go for it. So I think I'm going for the Orchid since I have so much mana. I think I need to go for the Orchid, even though Bloodstone helps me to... oh shit, that's not good. Bloodstone helps me to keep more with my mana at Snowball. I think Orchid is gonna destroy them. And actually I'm gonna get another Sage Mask. Sobi Mask? Sage Mask. No, that's a weird name. So I'm gonna do another stack, and actually, hopefully by 15 minutes in, I'm gonna have my Orchid. The moment I have my Orchid, what I'm going to do actually is get a smoke and try to rotate the most fragile targets. That means heroes like Ember and Invoker. Guys, if I have brain lags, like so patient, so hard to play. I'm not used to play and talk at the same time, so I could go top, right? She's dead. Oh, nice. Generally, Skyrath, such a good hero versus heroes like the spirits. Any kind of spirit get destroyed by silence. Now this is Stomp, I feel like, but sometimes when you're ahead and you feed a couple of kills, then this is where things turn up and suddenly comebacks happen. So right now when you have the advantage, and I think like this is a really common game, I would suggest you to actually stay calm and try to keep farming, right? You have to keep up with the farm. Yeah, I feel like I'm about to fight. I'm about to fight, so I don't like that. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's actually bad. But like, I think I got tripped into this mentality that I'm ahead and I need to fight. And this is why I usually talk to myself to remind myself, no, Jeff, you have to farm your orchid. This is my timing. So that's a good lesson to actually learn. So I'll just stay back, keep farming, and when I have my orchid, then it's go time for me. I'm just gonna focus their carry and their mid lane and probably win the game. Now, Invoker is going for these Yules. That's a little bit weird, yet we have to respect that, right? So probably we're gonna go Yules right after, right? Because I have the chains as well, and I have the air spirit and the silence. So many things we have to dodge. And I'm actually gonna get the Sage Mask. Yeah, I'm going there because I saw the arrow coming. It was like setup kill. Get the bounties. As I said, like, this Miran is doing a great job because he understands that he has to play with me because I have the setup. No other hero in this game has setup for him. So really good realizations from him that he has to play with me. And now, like 15 minutes in, we have the Orchid. As hopefully, like, we want to have by this time. It's like great time, and now we're gonna focus every single one of them. That's actually not the best item for us because we have a Scarlet mate, so most likely I'm gonna give it to him. We're gonna get all the smokes, all the mana regen, and now we're just gonna play aggressive on the map. For example, this Ember. Oh, okay. That's actually so bad. That's actually so bad. Oh god, that's actually so bad. I mean, shit happens, right? And now I don't have the mana to support that. And like the worst part is I just revealed my Orchid. Can I kill Bristle? No. And it's not a priority, but I want to kill this Invoker. Oh shit. Well played, boys. Come here, man. Skyroth. Yeah, we need to farm another jungle item for us. Like, I think it's so much more value. Shit, forgot about this guy. So much more value to him. I think this guy underestimates the magical damage we have, and I'm really curious to see if he went for the extra magical damage observation. Observation? Is that the word? Well, nobody knows. So as we said, we're going for the Yules now. Generally, it's so tempting to go for the Kaya. I really want to, but I know that if I get punished a couple of times, I'm gonna lose all the spike. I already died a couple of times because I actually underestimated them. So that's also good for Skyrath. Come Skyrath, take this one. I mean, this is so much. Even though it gives mana regen, like, I think you always have to do the best choice for your teammates as well. No, shit. I didn't see that. I was looking on the minimap. Now, Essence Ring, I like that item. I like it a lot, especially on Storm. Gives mana regen as well. I really want to go there, but I don't have. Oh shit! I don't have enough HP. I don't have enough HP. No. Too greedy. Again, too greedy. Damn. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that because I underestimate them every single time. Or at least I overestimate my mana. Okay, we have to play more with the plan. We have to play more with the plan. That means the problem here, like the way I lose the game, if December gets really fat, even though I have tools, right? And I really don't care about Bristol because even if he's a beast, he can never really threaten me as a hero. So it's Invoker and Ember Spirit, the heroes I need to actually care about. So I need to make sure that their progress will be slowed down. Okay, let's do that. He's going here. Yeah, good kill, good kill. I need to find more of these kills, but right now I just see no one top, their safe lane's dead, so I'm just gonna push a power. Generally, just to make this clear, I should go for that. Any spirit like Void Spirit or shit, these kind of heroes have a little bit hard time ending games, right? Like closing games. That being said, you are not, like, Storm is not the type of hero that pushes. He pushes waves, he doesn't destroy towers. So I'm supposed to do more like this play rather than going for the tower. So I'll just go back off and find my next target, which is probably Ember Spirit. He just used his shield, so if he goes to the jungle, I'm just gonna use scan here. If he goes there, I'm gonna kill him. He's most likely going to do that, right? Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, this guy is Immortal, so many people make these mistakes. If you're not Immortal, I'm pretty sure like this is a really bad play from him, but that proves that the game, yeah, this is why we need to use, yep, the Night Shadow. Oh, shit. Oh. Damn, why do I always misclick? I really feel like I'm playing bad this game. Shit. I don't like that. I really don't want to go there. I'm just waiting for the rune. Four for 4, that's not, like, it's not that bad, but it's not good. Because I also think we win this game late game. And I feel like they're on the clock. Invoker went for this weird build that doesn't really help him farm, and Invoker naturally doesn't really farm fast. So he went for this wombo combo with the Athos and the Meteor. which is really threatening. It's like a Yules combo, but I think like even late game we win this. Techies is gonna hold their game anyway, so I think we have so many tools to actually deal with them, even in the late game. Now I'll go probably for the Blood Zone. I'm gonna get the smoke. Can we smoke? I'm just waiting for this guy. Let's find Invoker or Ember. Not there. Go mid. So, and this is what I mean pre-acting, right? Ember Spirit should have predict that. Oh, shit. Ember Spirit should have predict that I would have gone for that Orchid, and even if that was the case, that wasn't the case, we already have one silence, one really strong silence, so I don't really understand why he doesn't go for Yules. It's so obvious, right? That's good. Can we get bounties? I just... oh shit. I mean, I play really aggressive, but the only reason I do that is because I have the Yules, and now it's way harder to punish us. Oh shit. I don't have mana to follow up with that kill. Okay, let's go Roshan. Like, don't go high ground, just go Roshan. I mean, there's no way we can go to take it without Aegis, right? And right now we have the luxury just because we have so much more items to actually have a better shot with the Aegis to go high ground. And you see now that Ember went for the Yules, she realized that he can get away with that. I want to get the Techies actually. Or Invoker. I'm just gonna jump Invoker, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna buy back. We still have the Aegis, so this fight's gonna take a while. Well played, team. Really good job. Now, if I didn't have hero that is really mobile, I wouldn't have gone for the buyback, but as I understand, Storm is the exception to that. So, like, I want to say really good execution overall. In my part, I think I fucked up a little bit. I shouldn't have gone for the Yules because it wasn't like necessary, but I felt a little bit pressured when I was silenced. Regardless, I think, oh shit, the reason why we got the reason why we won the game overall is like it doesn't matter really about the picks, even though, you know, the Takis pick is a little bit meh. It is because we actually coordinate the heroes way better than they did, and fundamentally I can't say I did that good in the particular game, but I want to say that as long as you understand what you're supposed to do and what items you're supposed to do, like we saw actually Invoker playing really good with his combo, but was the Ethos the item here? I doubt. And also, like, in the end, Ember actually went back for the Yules, something he should have gone immediately. Really good game, really good game. Overall, like, what I want to say about this game is always try to think about, as rule, you know, always try to think about what items you need and your timings and what threatens you in the game. For example, Bristleback as a hero doesn't threaten me, so this is why I didn't focus him at all, and I really don't care about his progress, even if it was a beast. I mean, we could have won the game, and maybe we weren't able to kill him at any stage of the game, but we could have won the game even if he was alive, like with 0 deaths, because it's not the issue. We have so many ways to kite him. What? Okay, sure, that was actually funny. Anyway, some tips for the mid lane. First creep wave, please don't get your range creep denied. Like, this happened to me and was really bad. It actually really stalled my progress, my level progress, which is something really important for the Storm. Try to push a wave so you can deny him under tower, so you can get more levels, and then try to force things. Let's say you have a Shadow Feint and you're level 2 and you're level 3, sorry, and your opponent is level 2, you know, because you denied him a couple of creeps under the tower, then you just try to force him with the raises. The same thing applies with the Puck. Let's say you have a Puck versus Storm or a Puck versus Cop. If you have more levels, you can apply more pressure. And when you see that you have other alternatives, like Queen of Pain is more like a lane dominator, but Storm, in comparison with the Invoker, has other options. So you really need to understand what's going to happen to the game, at least to the lane. Limit yourself to understand what will happen to the lane stage. Let's say also you have a DK and they have a Zeus. If they go to gank, it's your go time to go get the tower. But if you're the Zeus and you play versus DK, you know that he's going for your tower and your main priority should be to defend your tier 1. Anyway, I really hope that helps. If you have any questions or if you want to see more videos like this one, you know, just send me a message on the YouTube comment or on Discord. Anyway, you know, don't subscribe, have fun, and I hope you guys improve.